Hi there, it's March 8th. The time through the Bible in 1 year. We're on day 68. Apologize for the late hour. Got a late start today, so let's jump over there and we'll get into it. This is going to be quite the ordeal. It's recounting everything. So there'll be a lot of names I can't pronounce, and I might even skip a lot of the adverbs and stuff, okay? Recounting Israel's journey. You ready? These are the stages of the people of Israel when they went out of the land of Egypt by their companies under their leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote down the starting places stage by stage by command of the Lord, and these are their stages according to their starting places. They set out from, are you ready? Ramses in the first month. On the 15th day of the first month, on the day after the Passover, the people of Israel went out triumphantly in the sight of all the Egyptians, while the Egyptians were burying their firstborn, whom the Lord had struck down among them on their gods. Also the Lord executed judgments on their gods. So the people of Israel set out from Ramses and camped at Succoth. And from Succoth they went to Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness, and they set out from Etham and turned back to Roth, whatever that is, which is the east of Baal Zephon, and they camped before Midgal, and they set out from there at Hiroth, passed through the midst of the sea to the wilderness, and they went 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and Etham camped at Marah, and then they set out at Marah and camped at Elim, and at Elim there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there, and they set out from Elim and camped by the Red Sea, and they set out from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin, and they set out from the wilderness of Sin and camped in Dovka, and from Dovka to Alush, and from Alush to Redaphim, where there was no water for the people to drink. And they set out from Redaphim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. And they set out from the wilderness of Sinai and camped in Kilbroth Hatava. And from there they went to Hezroth. And from there they went to Rithmah. And from there they went to Rimmon Perez. And from there they went to Libnah, and from there they went to Rissah, and from there they went to Kehelatha. Wow. And then they set out from there and went to Mount Sephir, and then they went to Mount Sephir and Mount Harada. And they went from Harada to Mekhath, and then they went to Tahath, and then they went to Terah, and then they went to Mitkah, and then they went to Hashmona. And then they went from Heshmona and camped at Meseroth, and then they set out from Meseroth and camped at Bene Jekin, and then they camped at Hor Haggidgad, and then they went from Hor and camped to Jotbatha, and then to Abrona, and then to Ezion Geber, and then in the wilderness at Zin, that's Kadesh. And then they went to Mount Hor on the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up from Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there. Right? In the 40th year after the people of Israel came out of the land of Egypt. 40 years they were wandering around on the first day of the 5th month. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor, which makes Moses about 120 years old when he died when Aaron died on Mount Hor, because he was 2 or 3 years older than him. And the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in Negeb and the land of Canaan, heard the coming of the people of Israel, and they set out from Mount Hor and camped at, are you ready? Zalmanah, and then they went to Punan, and then they went to Obath, and then they went to Lai-Arabim in the territory of Moab. Then they set out of Laim and camped at Digan-Gad, and then they set out from Digan-Gad and camped at Al-Todah, and then they set out from there and camped in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo, and they set out from the mountain of Abraham and camped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. They camped at Jordan at Jericho from Beth-Shemedah as far as Abel Shittim and the plains of Moab. Okay, they've been everywhere, huh? Drive out the inhabitants. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan of Jericho, saying, Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, When you pass over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you, destroy all their figured stones, and destroy all their metal images, and demolish all their high places. You shall take possession of the land and settle in it, for I have given the land to you to possess it. You shall inherit the land that shall be. You shall inherit the land by lot according to your clans. To a large tribe shall give a large inheritance, to a small tribe shall give a small inheritance. Wherever the lots for anyone that shall be his, according to the tribes of your fathers, you shall inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then those of them whom you let remain shall be as barbs in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and they shall trouble you in the land where you dwell. And I will do to you as I thought to do to them. Wow. Boundaries of the land. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the people of Israel to say to them, When you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you for an inheritance. The land of Canaan is defined by its borders. Your south side shall be from the wilderness of Zin alongside Edom, and your southern border shall run from the end of the Salt Sea on the east. And your border shall run south to the ancient Akrabim, and cross to Zin, as the limit shall be south Kadesh Barnea, then it shall go to Hazar Adar, and pass along the Asmon, and the border shall run from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and its limit shall be at the sea. For the western border you shall have the great sea as its coast, that shall be your western border. This shall be your northern border from the great shall a line of Mount Hor, from Mount Hor you shall draw a line to Lebo Hamath, and the limit of the border shall be Zedad. Then the border shall extend from Zephron, and its limit shall be Hazar Enan. This shall be your northern border. You shall draw a line for your eastern border, from Hazar Enan to Sepham. I don't know what any of these places even mean, so if you do, then you're way ahead of me. And the border shall go down to Zepham and Ribah to the east of Ain, and the border shall go down to reach the shoulder of the sea, and Chenaneth to the east, and the border shall go down to the Jordan, and its limit shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land as defined by the borders all around. Moses commanded the people of Israel, saying, This is the land that you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord has commanded you to give you 9 tribes, and to the half-tribe. For the tribe of the people of Reuben by fathers' houses, of the tribe of the people of Gad by their fathers' houses, and receive inheritance, and also the half-tribe of Manasseh. The 2 tribes and the half-tribe shall receive the inheritance beyond the Jordan, east of Jericho, towards the sunrise. Oh boy, a list of names that I can't pronounce. There you go, a list of tribal chiefs. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall divide the land to you for inheritance: Eleazar, priest, and Joshua, the son of Nun. You shall take 1 chief from every tribe and divide the land for inheritance. These are the names of the men of the tribe of Judah. Really? Caleb, we know that one, son of that person. Of the tribe of people of Simeon, Shemuel. Amuda, of the tribe of Benjamin. Of the tribe of people of Dan, the chief of Buki, the son of Jagli. Of the people of Joseph, the tribe of the people of Manasseh, chief of Haniel, son of Ephod. And of the tribe of the people of Ephraim, chief of Camul, son of Zephadah. Of the tribe of the people of Jephthah, chief of Elizabeth, son of Pharnak. Of the tribe of the people of Issachar, chief of Peleah, son of Assassin. Of the tribe of the people of Asher, chief of Zessah, son of Shaboli. Of the tribe of the people of Naphtali, of chief Pedashel, son of Amuhad. These are the men whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance of the people of Israel in the land of Canaan. Wow. I would be so glad to be finished with this Numbers and get back to the story. This just is not my cup of tea. I think this is the end of it. Cities for the Levites, cities for refuge, more towns, more people. Marriage of female heirs. There you go. Huh. And I think it just ends there. You know? Rules and names and numbers and rules and numbers and people and boundaries, and yeah, that is Deuteronomy. And Moses is still around, so there you have it. That was today's Through the Bible in 1 Year, day 68. So we shall keep doing this. Even the parts that are boring to me may not be boring to you. So if you're really into the genealogy and the names and the geography and you want to draw out all the maps and everything, that would be great. Okay? It's not my cup of tea. So, but you're there. Keep reading up. The link is down in the description if you want to follow along on your own. But until tomorrow, we'll do it all over again. Stay good. Have a great weekend. See ya.